Across the globe, justice systems are being reimagined through trauma-informed care, desistance theory, and neuroscience. At the forefront of this movement stands a voice for change, a trainer of professionals, and a storyteller committed to evidence-based reform. This is The Criminologist, the podcast exploring the people, the practices, and the possibilities shaping a more humane justice system. And now, please welcome the host of The Criminologist, Joe Arvidson.
Hello, and welcome to this special mini-sode of the Criminologist podcast. Happy to have you all with us today. I just wanted to drop in with a few updates and shout-outs as we roll into midsummer. First off, a huge thank you to all of you loyal listeners for your continued support, and a warm welcome to anyone tuning in for the first time. We're glad you're here. Now, if you've noticed the pace of our full-length episodes slowing down a bit, don't worry, we're not going anywhere. In fact, quite the opposite. In fact, speaking of going places, I am off to Uruguay in the morning. I am incredibly honored to be traveling as a U.S. Fulbright Specialist, supporting Uruguay's prison and reentry systems. Over the next 2 weeks, I will be working alongside national leaders, practitioners, mental health professionals to help expand the use of the Risk-Need-Responsivity framework in their nation's prison system, all while integrating trauma-informed practices, sprinkling in a little bit of desistance-based strategies. We are focusing on bridging theory and practice, blending the latest and greatest evidence-based practices across custodial and even some community settings. I'll be spending time in Montevideo and beyond, including prison visits, policy roundtables, and even a national seminar co-hosted with the U.S. Embassy. Needless to say, I am thrilled about this next international chapter. I'll be taking notes, snapping a few photos, and yes, bringing insights back to the podcast for future episodes. In the meantime, the Criminologist is taking a brief summer hiatus, but don't fret. We'll be back in mid-August with a brand new episode featuring friend of the show, Dr. Jared Brown. Jared and I will be diving into the chilling and important topic of familial homicide. As always, Jared brings the research, the clinical lens, and the provocative questions. A quick shout out to Laura Elliott, Assistant Director of Community Corrections in Floyd County, Indiana. Laura has been such a big supporter of the podcast and a guest herself. She recently gave us a glowing endorsement on LinkedIn. Thank you, Laura. If you have not checked out her Beyond Supervision newsletter, do yourself a favor. And a very special hello to Augustina Gari and the team at the U.S. Embassy in Montevideo. I'm looking forward to collaborating with you very soon. Thank you, Laura. If you have not checked out her Beyond Supervision newsletter, do yourself a favor. And a very special hello to Augustina Gari and the team at the U.S. Embassy in Montevideo. I'm looking forward to collaborating with you very soon. Well, for now, stay safe, stay curious, and remember, there's no them, there's only us. People often ask, hey, what drives crime? And they seem to get it wrong most every time. It's not because they're evil or just bad actors. Nope, it's about criminogenic factors. Criminogenic, it means crime generator. Now let's take a ride on the knowledge elevator. Criminogenic, it means crime generator. We'll start at the bottom with the lowest correlation. The more we advance, start thinking causation. No hobbies in your life? Lots of free time? Not a huge indicator, but it could lead to crime. With work or school, did you get very far? If you loved them both, give yourself a gold star. Marriage and family, are they riddled with strife? Are those indicators? You bet your life. Alcohol and drugs, misuse and abuse. There's a link to crime if you really let loose. Criminogenic, it means crime generator. Rely on the science, don't be a spectator. Criminogenic, it means crime generator. We're getting closer to the leading indicator. A delinquent background, even though it's in the past, it's fairly predictive once the die's been cast. A stronger correlation, let's give peers a turn. Think model behavior, that's how we learn. Just two more left, and they're both about thinking. Positive or negative, which Kool-Aid you drinking? Personality pattern? Your orientation are the biggest drivers of crime causation. Criminogenic, it's what drives crime. If you ever forget, just use this rhyme.
The Criminologist podcast is a production of the Paragon Group, LLC. For speaking engagements, training opportunities, program design, or interview requests, visit theparagongroup.llc.com. To learn more about the TIDES supervision model, a trauma-informed, desistance-based approach to community supervision, please visit the TIDESLLC.com. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to check out the Criminologist YouTube channel for additional content, including exclusive video interviews and international insights. Both the Criminologist podcast and the Criminologist channel are brought to you by the Criminologist Media Group. Don't forget to give the show a 5-star review. And as always, thank you for listening.